We're here, gentlemen. No partners, no middleman status. We are in control of our own destiny.
You are the heir to the throne. Cheers.
It made the voyage with us.
It did. We brought it to the new world.
You do know how to make a grand entrance.
Clearly, you don't know me.
It's all finally happening.
I see you.
Tell them about the dream.
You come from a rich history of people. So tonight I want you to remember who you are, remember where you came from. Stand tall and be proud of that.
We deserve to dream and have our dreams fulfilled.
I'm rolling with you till the wheels fall off. She's made something of herself and you can't take it because she's strong, beautiful, and black.
Welcome to the 53rd NAACP Image Awards Virtual Pre-Awards, hosted by Affion Crockett, featuring appearances this week by Ida Rodriguez, Azian Bryant, Channing Hill, Clint Coley, Corey Hardrict, Courtney Nicole, Demetrius Shipp Jr., Derek Johnson, Karen Boykin Towns, Cleo Thomas, Lauren Wesley Wilson, Leon W. Russell, Lori Harvey, Luke Lawal Jr., Marcel Spears, Matt Cedeno, Melissa L. Williams, members of the Mexican-American Legislative Caucus, Texas House Democratic Caucus, and the Texas Legislative Black Caucus, Dr. Sophia Umoja Noble, Scott X. Esdale, Wendy Raquel Robinson, and Wisdom Cole.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Affion Crockett, and this is night 3 of the 53rd NAACP Image Awards presented by Wells Fargo. Yesterday, Demetrius Shipp Jr., Marcel Spears, and Clint Coley presented the awards across the Outstanding Directing, Writing, and Short Form categories. And Scott X. Esdale received the NAACP Activist of the Year Award sponsored by Google from President and CEO Derek Johnson. Tonight, we have even more winners to announce. Plus, we'll find out who the recipients are for the Roy Wilkins Civil Rights Award. But first, let's take a moment to recognize the street cred of the NAACP. As the largest and most recognized civil rights organization, the NAACP has served the community for over 113 years to eliminate race-based discrimination. And for the past 53 years, the NAACP has celebrated Black excellence in film, television, music, literature, and service with the Image Awards. Here to welcome us on our third night is the NAACP Chairman of the National Board of Directors, Leon W. Russell.
Thank you, Affion. It is my honor as Chairman of the NAACP National Board of Directors to be here with you for the 53rd NAACP Image Awards. I hope everyone watching has enjoyed seeing all of the outstanding work done by Black and brown creators from around the world, which has been recognized over the last few days. In a difficult year for many communities worldwide, we're celebrating artists of color that made us laugh, cry, and most importantly, helped reinforce the fact that we are redefining Black excellence. As we celebrate the amazing accomplishments of incredible talent and frontline social justice warriors this year, including the recipients of the Roy Wilkins Civil Rights Award and Samuel L. Jackson, to whom I have the pleasure of presenting this year's Chairman's Award, we must also recognize all the artists and creatives who continue to push us forward by bridging art with their activism. I want to thank all of our board members, staff, and organizers who continue to ensure that our voices are heard by the Congress, in executive suites, by filmmakers and creators alike. On behalf of the entire NAACP family, to our award recipients, we extend our most sincere congratulations. Your accomplishments are incredible. To all our viewers, we are extremely pleased to share these gifts with you this evening. Congratulations to all our nominees and all our winners. Back to you, Affion.
Thank you, Chairman Russell. Now here to present awards for Outstanding Talk Series, Reality Program, News Information, and Variety Game Show categories is a great talent from Tyler Perry's Assisted Living on BET. Give it up for Courtney Nicole.
Hey there, I'm Courtney Nicole from Tyler Perry's Assisted Living on BET. I am here to present a few awards for the television and streaming categories. Now make sure you go back and watch Tyler Perry's Assisted Living on BET. It's on the BET app. You can find it on the BET Plus app. You can also find it on Hulu. Thank you so much. And look, make sure you follow me. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, The Real Courtney, that's REEL. So here are the nominees for Outstanding Documentary Television. 1971, the year that music changed everything. American Masters, How It Feels to Be Free. Blood Brothers, Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali. High on the Hog, How African American Cuisine Transformed America. Insecure documentary. And the winner for Outstanding Documentary Television is, I'm getting hungry right now. High on the Hog, How African American Cuisine Transformed America. Here are the nominees for Outstanding News Information Series or Special. Blood on Black Wall Street, The Legacy of the Tulsa Massacre. NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt. Soul of a Nation. The Readout, and Unsung. And the winner for Outstanding News Information Series or Special, The Readout. These are the nominees for Outstanding Variety Show Series or Special. A Black Lady Sketch Show. BET Awards 2021. Dave Chappelle, The Closer. Savage X Fenty Show, Volume 3. The Daily Show with Trevor Noah. And the winner for Outstanding Variety Show Series or Special is The Daily Show with Trevor Noah. Okay, now here are the nominees for Outstanding Host in a reality competition, game show or variety series or special, individual or ensemble. Alfonso Ribeiro, America's Funniest Home Videos. Miss Amber Ruffin, The Amber Ruffin Show. Cedric the Entertainer for the 73rd Annual Primetime Emmy Awards. Ayanla Van Zant, Ayanla Fix My Life. And Mr. Trevor Noah, The Daily Show with Trevor Noah. And the winner for Outstanding Host in a reality competition, game show or variety, series or special, individual or ensemble. Oh, this brother has been killing it. Trevor Noah, The Daily Show with Trevor Noah. Okay, so check it out. Here are the nominees for Outstanding Reality Program, Reality Competition, or Game Show Series. Celebrity Family Feud. Ayanla, Honey Fix My Life. Sweet Life Los Angeles. The Voice. Wildin' Out, okay. And the winner for Outstanding Reality Program, Reality Competition, or Game Show Series is... Yes, Nick Cannon, get the crew together, wildin' out! Now, here are the nominees for Outstanding Host in a Talk or News Information Series or Special, Individual or Ensemble. Joy Reid, The Readout. Daniel DeSeuss, Nice, Baker, and Joel the Kid Mero, Martinez, Deuce and Mero. Garcelle Bouvet, Adrian Houghton, Lonnie Love, Jeannie Mai, Jenkins, The Real. Jada Pinkett, Adrian Banfield Norris, and Willow Smith, Red Table Talk. LeBron James, The Shop, Uninterrupted Baby. And the winner for Outstanding Host in a Talk or News Information Series or Special, Individual or Ensemble is... Yes, Jada Pinkett Smith, Adrian Banfield Norris, and Miss Willow Smith for Red Table Talk.
Good evening. Congratulations to all the nominees and winners. On behalf of the Red Table Talk family, myself, Jada, and Willow, we want to say thank you to the NAACP for continuing to uplift and support Black excellence in our communities here and around the globe. We are grateful to have our work at Red Table recognized. We are honored and proudly accept this award. Thank you so much, and congratulations to all.
Now here are the nominees for Outstanding Talk Series. DeSeuss and Mero, Heart to Heart, Red Table Talk, Taryn Hall, The Real. And the winner for Outstanding Talk Series is... Come on, Jada! Red Table Talk. That's a wrap for me. I want to congratulate all the nominees and winners. You guys stay safe out there.
Clap it up at home for all the winners. Come on, clap it up, clap it up. Next, to present the awards tonight for our voiceover performance, youth and animated film and TV categories is a very funny lady and a great friend of mine. You may have seen her in Tiffany Haddish's They Ready, or on the 8th season of The Last Comic Standing, or on her own stand-up special, Fighting Words. Here is the Young Turks' Ida Rodriguez.
Hey beautiful people, I'm Ida Rodriguez. I am here to present the awards for children's program, animated and voiceover categories. So happy to be here and continuously pushing for Black and Brown unity. Here are the nominees for Outstanding Children's Program. Otta Twist Scientist, Family Reunion, Karma's World, Raven's Home, Waffles Plus Mochi. And the winner for Outstanding Children's Program is Family Reunion.
Thank you so much to the NAACP Image Awards for honoring Family Reunion for 3 years running. This show is so personal and special to me because it's intended as a love letter to our community. And it is so gratifying to bring this beautiful, loving African American family to a global audience. Thank you, Netflix, so much for valuing and elevating my story.
Here are the nominees for Outstanding Animated Series. Big Mouth, Peanut Head's Black History Tunes, Super Sema, We the People, Yasuki. And the winner for Outstanding Animated Series is We the People,
name is Chris Nee, and I'm the creator and executive producer of We the People, and we are so excited. Personally, I want to say thank you to the NAACP Awards. You have always supported my work, and I so appreciate it. We the People was made to say that civics is for all of us, and it is not an old dead white man's story.
Yes, I'm Chigana from Higher Ground Productions here, and on behalf of Higher Ground Productions, I wanted to say thank you so very much. It's a huge honor for us, and we could not be more pleased with this award. Thank you.
Now, here are the nominees for Outstanding Character Voiceover Performance, Television. Angela Bassett, Malika, The Lion Queen. Billy Porter, Fairfax. Chris Ludacris Bridges, Karma's World. Cree Summer, Rugrats. Keke Palmer, Big Mouth. And the winner for Outstanding Character Voice-Over Performance is Cree Summer, Rugrats.
Thank you to the NAACP for this incredible honor. I am humbled to be beside the other nominees. Thank you to a little magic black girl by the name of Susie Carmichael. Thank you to the creators of Rugrats, Klasky Chupo, Paul Germain, our producers, Eric Casimiro, Kate Baudelaire, our director, Charlie Adler, our cast and writers. Thank you to my amazing agent, Zach Kaplan. Thank you to my beautiful fans. And thank you to my daddy. He is no longer with us. He was a big voiceover man by the name of Don Franks, Iron Buffalo. Thank you, Daddy, for nepotism. When we're kids, cartoons are the very first images we see of ourselves, our possibilities, who we can be, what we can be. And that is why representation is so very important. I am so blessed in these days when the world is upside down. I still go to bed with a clear conscience because cartoons don't hurt nobody. They just make us feel good. Thank you.
Here are the nominees for Outstanding Character Voice-Over Performance, Motion Picture. Andre Braugher, Spirit Untamed. Awkwafina, Raya and the Last Dragon. Brian Tyree Henry, Vivo. Eric Andre, Sing 2. Letitia Wright, Sing 2. And the winner for Outstanding Character Voice-Over Performance is Letitia Wright, Sing 2. All right, that's a wrap for me. Congratulations to all the nominees and winners. Stay safe, everyone.
Higher education has always been billed as the way to get a good job, buy a house, and provide for a family. Instead, the debt incurred to pay for college has prevented many from obtaining the life they dreamed of. The student debt crisis currently impacts 47.9 million borrowers with over $1.7 trillion in student loan debt. Data shows that canceling $50,000 of debt for each borrower would improve the economy and reduce the racial wealth gap for Black and brown borrowers. The average Black graduate owes $53,000 in student debt, and the jobs they get don't result in the same income benefits as others. Student loan debt continues historic and systematic practices that keep wealth out of reach for much of the Black community. While Black people started attending college at higher rates over the past 25 years, we also took on more debt than our peers to pay for it, making it difficult to purchase homes, start businesses, and build generational wealth. Canceling $50,000 in student loan debt benefits everyone. During the election, Joe Biden promised to cancel all student debt for graduates from public schools, HBCUs, and minority-serving institutions who make less than $125,000 per year.
If you come from a family where you are making less than $125,000 a year, the family, that you in fact are able to go to a state university for free. And you get debt relief for those who've gone to those universities.
Now is the time. Relief is within reach. Visit naacp.org/cancel student debt to get more information and share how student loan debt has impacted you.
I feel like these categories get more and more creative. If there's an outstanding impressionist category, I'm just saying, just call me up. This year's Outstanding Creative Performance International Motion Picture categories are being presented by a young brother who has been in the game for some time. Please welcome a very talented man, Cleo Thomas.
What's going on, guys? I'm Cleo Thomas, and today I'm here to present the awards for the television and motion pictures category. Now, this is the 53rd NAACP Image Awards, and I hope to win mine at the 54th. Crossing my fingers. We're manifesting. Here are the nominees for Outstanding Breakthrough Creative Motion Picture. Amir Questlove Thompson, Summer of Soul, or When the Revolution Could Not Be Televised. Jamila Wignot, Ailey. James Samuel, The Harder They Fall. Lizelle Tommy, Respect. Rebecca Hall, Passing. And the winner for Outstanding Breakthrough Creative Motion Picture is James Samuel, The Harder They Fall.
Thank you to the NAACP Image Awards for this award of Outstanding Breakthrough Creative in a Motion Picture. This award means a lot to me because I wore a bunch of hats making this movie. I wrote and produced the soundtrack, I composed the score, and writing and directing and producing. This award, it just means it means a lot. And I'd like to thank everyone at Netflix. I'd like to thank all the cast that cradled me and shepherded me and stayed with me along the way. I'd like to thank my producers, Sean Jay-Z Carter and James Lasseter, and just everyone that supported this movie. It's an amazing thing, and this award, it just sounds kind of different. Thanks again.
Here are the nominees for Outstanding Breakthrough Performance in a Motion Picture. Ariana DeBose, West Side Story. Danny Boyd Jr., Bruised. Jalen Christian, A Journal for Jordan. Lonnie Chavis, The Waterman. Sheila Atim, Bruised. And the winner for Outstanding Breakthrough Performance in a Motion Picture is Danny Boyd Jr., Bruised.
It's an honor to be nominated in this category with such great actors and actresses. First, I want to thank God. I want to thank Halle Berry, aka HB, for believing in me. My agency, People Store, Netflix, A.B. Kaufman, management team, Mom and Sharon Vitra at Zero Gravity, and to everyone who had a hand in the making of this movie. Shout out to my family, my friends, everyone who voted, my DKA squad, and thank you NAACP for giving me this honor.
Here are the nominees for Outstanding Guest Performance. Alani Lala Anthony, The Shy. Christina Elmore, Insecure. Daniel Kaluuya, Saturday Night Live. Erica Alexander, Run the World. Maya Rudolph, Saturday Night Live. And the winner for Outstanding Guest Performance is Maya Rudolph, Saturday Night Live. Here are the nominees for Outstanding Ensemble Cast in a Motion Picture. Coming to America, Judas and the Black Messiah, King Richard, Respect, The Harder They Fall. And the winner for Outstanding Ensemble Cast in a Motion Picture is The Harder They Fall.
I speak for the entire cast of The Harder They Fall when I say thank you so much to the NAACP Image Awards for recognizing our collective work in James Samuel's groundbreaking Western. For us as a team to help James rewrite cinematic history with wicked passion, to come together in painting character portraits on the screen that have long been absent from that screen, it was a full-bodied experience that none of us will soon forget. So I am pleased and honored to accept this award on behalf of us all, and to thank James for his vision, and to thank Netflix for making sure that one-of-a-kind vision reached across the globe. Thank you.
Here are the nominees for Outstanding International Motion Picture. 7 Prisoners, African America, Ayi Mofe, This Is My Desire, Flee, The Gravedigger's Wife. And the winner for Outstanding International Motion Picture is 7 Prisoners.
Oi, eu sou o Christian Malheiros, protagonista do filme 7 Prisioneiros.
Primeiramente, gostaria muito de agradecer, é uma honra estar aqui. Gostaria de agradecer ao NAACP, à Netflix, ao Alex Morato, nosso diretor, aos produtores Ramin Barani e Fernando Meirelles, e em nome de toda a equipe e elenco do filme Sete Prisioneiros, gostaria de agradecer o reconhecimento do nosso filme. Muito obrigado.
That's a wrap for me. Congrats to all the nominees and the winners. Stay safe, everyone.
In order to create a world where we all belong, we have to listen to each other, hear each other.
Eres una gran amiga.
Recognize that we're all human. To actually make this future real, we have to have imagination. We have to create possibilities.
So I have a custom voice model now. Take a selfie.
More expressions of bridging, more empathy in our structures, our products, our policies.
Even if you want to see more, you can.
Make things available to everyone to really co-create. It has to be deliberate, and you have to work on it.
Let's try it out and see how it goes.
Let's do this.
Belonging without othering. That's what we're striving for.
Now, the Roy Wilkins Award is a very special one. In fact, the last time it was given out was 1993, the last year flat tops were in style. So you know those recipients put in some work. Please welcome back Chairman Leon W. Russell to present this year's special honor.
Thank you again, Affion. I'm very happy to be back this evening to present the NAACP Roy Wilkins Civil Rights Award, named in honor of a leader who spent more than 4 decades at the NAACP, including 22 years at the helm of the organization during the early pivotal years of the modern civil rights movement. Roy Wilkins helped organize the historic 1963 March on Washington, participated in the Selma to Montgomery marches in 1965, and the March Against Fear in Mississippi in 1966. During his tenure, the NAACP played a leading role in most of the civil rights victories of the 1950s and 1960s, including passage of the 1964 Civil Rights Act and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. He firmly believed in change through nonviolent agitation, litigation, and legislative means. This year marks the first time since 1993 that we present the Roy Wilkins Civil Rights Award to a group who will join the ranks of past recipients, including Justice Thurgood Marshall, Mr. Cesar Chavez, Representative Ron Dellums, and Reverend Jesse Jackson. There is no individual or group more deserving of this year's award than the more than 50 Texas state legislators representing the Black, Mexican American, and Democratic caucuses who faced possible arrest when they walked out of the State House and Senate chambers in order to deny a quorum that would allow their legislature to adopt some of the most repressive anti-democratic voting measures since the Jim Crow laws of the early days of the previous century. They left for Washington, D.C., and remained there for more than 30 days. They walked the halls of the nation's capital, making the point that Congress must protect voting rights by passing the John R. Lewis Voting Rights Act and the Freedom to Vote Act. They wanted the country to be aware of the threat to democracy posed by the efforts of the states like Texas, making it harder, especially for Black, brown, and indigenous people to exercise their right to vote. Let's take a look at why we are honoring these social justice warriors.
They do things big in Texas. Last year, the country and the world witnessed another historic fight for voting rights when the Texas Legislative Black Caucus, the Mexican American Legislative Caucus, and the Texas House Democratic Caucus walked out of a special legislative session on the eve of a major vote on the so-called Voting Integrity Bill.
What is going to take for us to be able to be Americans in this country? I am an American and I want to vote.
the voter integrity bill proposed to further limit the ability to vote in a state that already had some of the most restrictive rules in the country.
I stand to fight in the day for it. I stand to fight for it until I can't fight no more.
In 2021, late Sunday night on Memorial Day weekend, Texas legislative Republicans decided to push their voting bill through by suspending the rules. When the chair of the Texas House Democratic Caucus found out, he sent a text. Members, take your key and leave the chamber discreetly. Shortly before the midnight deadline ended the regular legislative session, the Democrats left the building and began their urgent fight to save the Texas vote. This unexpected move stunned the Republicans and halted the oppressive law. The Texas governor continued the effort to dismantle representative democracy. More than 30 days after the walkout, he called for a special legislative session. And again, Democratic members walked out, but this time was different.
Today, more than 50 Democratic members of the Texas House left Austin and left Texas. Not because we want to. It breaks our heart that we have to do it. But we do it because we are in a fight to save our democracy.
With help and support from the national and Texas NAACP, they boarded 2 charter flights and flew to Washington, D.C. For the length of the Texas special session, the members walked the halls of the nation's capital. They attended hearings and met with members of the U.S. Congress and Vice President Kamala Harris. They joined voting rights protests to advocate for federal voting laws and to make the world aware of the race-based voting barriers Texas wanted as law. After the Texas governor called a second special session, enough members returned to the state. A quorum was reached and a voting rights bill reflecting the pre-Juneteenth era of Texas passed.
And we broke quorum not once, but twice in what I believe is a just cause. An American cause.
But the work of the multiracial and intergenerational Texas Democratic members is not finished. Their powerful fight as defenders of democracy and equal voting rights continues. You have the power. Use it. Vote like your ancestors fought to get it.
For standing up to their colleagues and for fighting for justice, I am pleased to present the Roy Wilkins Civil Rights Award to the members of the Texas House Democratic Caucus, the Texas Legislative Black Caucus, and the Mexican American Legislative Caucus. Thank you for your courage and your conviction. We know the fight continues.
Thank you to Chairman Leon Russell, President Derek Johnson, and the NAACP for this tremendous honor. Texas House Democrats have fought hard to protect the freedom to vote, as Republicans have worked to undermine our democracy. Our state has a long, ugly history of suppressing the vote and discriminating against voters of color. We're seeing active vote suppression happen right now across our state as vote-by-mail ballots are being thrown out. Our state also has a proud history of brave Texans fighting for civil rights, like Barbara Jordan and Lyndon Baines Johnson. The 57 members of the Democratic Caucus who broke quorum to protect the sacred right to vote stand on the shoulders of giants. We are proud to continue the fight the leaders of the civil rights movement started and continue doing whatever it takes to safeguard the freedom to vote.
On behalf of the Texas Legislative Black Caucus, thank you, NAACP, for this honor. We'd also like to thank the Texas NAACP for providing crucial research and guidance when we broke quorum last summer to protect the right to vote. For we know that when we use our collective voice, we are stronger. Elections impact every fabric of our lives, including the types of roads we drive on, the cost of housing, job opportunities, and even what our children learn in school. So join us in protecting the freedom to vote by exercising your power to elect candidates who reflect your community and your interests. Thank you.
Good evening and buenas noches. I'm the chairman of the Mexican American Legislative Caucus of the Texas House of Representatives, and our caucus is the oldest and largest Latino legislative caucus in the country, with over 40 members representing millions of Texans. On behalf of our members, it's my honor to accept the Roy Wilkins Civil Rights Award. This past year, We leaned on the shoulders of giants like Roy Wilkins as we confronted the latest sweeping tide of disenfranchisement that was fueled nationally by the big lie. I'm proud that we took the voice and the will of our gente, our people, from the Texas legislature to the halls of Congress. Juntos, which means together, we're going to continue to lock arms and protect our democracy. Thank you.
Congrats to the Texas House Democratic Caucus, Texas Legislative Black Caucus, and the Mexican American Legislative Caucus. We need more elected officials to take a stand and go the distance. We had an amazing roster of winners tonight, and congratulations on your outstanding accomplishment. Thanks to our presenters, Courtney Nicole, Ida Rodriguez, and Cleo Thomas for joining us. We gotta give it up to our major sponsors, AT&T, Google, T-Mobile, Bank of America, Gushers, FedEx, and Airbnb, but especially our presenting sponsor, Wells Fargo. And a special shout out to all of you for joining me from your homes again. Let us know how you're doing by using the hashtag NAACP Image Awards and follow us at NAACP Image Awards on IG, Twitter, and Facebook. And don't forget, the 53rd NAACP Image Awards presented by Wells Fargo airs Saturday, February 26th at 8 p.m. 7 Central on BET. But first, I'll see you back here tomorrow night. We'll have Lori Harvey, Matt Cedeno, and Melissa L. Williams announcing winners to this year's 53rd NAACP Image Awards. I'm Affion Crockett. It's going down at NAACPImageAwards.net at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. I'm out. Me and my red pipe black suit, we out.
The 53rd NAACP Image Awards is presented by Wells Fargo and sponsored in part by AT&T Humanity of Connection, Google, T-Mobile, Bank of America, Gushers, FedEx, and Airbnb.